36 Indianapolis. This is 6 News at 5.
Serious questions are raised about the spending practices of a high-profile police officer. The police department picks up the investigation after the prosecutor is told to, quote, butt out. Good afternoon. Clyde has the day off. Our big story at 5. 6 News learns a man with a high-profile job in the Indianapolis Police Department is under investigation.
Sergeant Matthew Stewart for some time.
Police believe they have arrested the person who killed 2 people and put their bodies in a trash dumpster downtown.
But it was a homicide investigation that took a lot of help from the public, from you to solve. Erica Fly is here to explain. Erica?
Richard Hull.
Police also believe drugs may have been involved in that murder. Investigators found methamphetamine in Andrew Cataldi's pocket. Marijuana and a scale were found in the couple's home.
In the past, thanks for the update.
Okay.
George W. Bush made another visit to Indiana this afternoon, even if it was a short one. Bush made a brief campaign stop at the airport in South Bend, where only people with tickets were expected to be able to see him. He traveled to South Bend from Benton Harbor, Michigan, where he spoke at Lake Michigan College. He promoted his Social Security plan, accused Al Gore of trying to be all things to all people, and Bush also talked about the budget surplus.
It's your money. We have a devil's money.
Michigan is considered to be a key battleground state. Al Gore campaigned in Pennsylvania, warning a Bush victory would mean runaway spending and tax cuts for the rich. When it comes to picking the president, Vigo County is legendary for going with the winner, I should say. An Indiana State University poll found if Vigo County was voting today, 43.2% of the people there would pick George W. Bush. 42.6% would go for Al Gore. 4.3% choose other, and 9.8% say they don't know who they're going to vote for. With a margin of error of 4.6%, the race is still a toss-up. The poll also did ask about Indiana's gubernatorial race. Democrat Frank O'Bannon leads Republican David McIntosh 58 to 20% in that county.
Election day not.
In the next 15 minutes on 6 News.
A hepatitis A alert means thousands who ate at 2 fast food restaurants are rolling up their sleeves. Today, more shots and more information.
Software.
Update now on the traffic situation on Interstate 69. Shut down in Madison County, the southbound lanes because of a hazardous chemicals accident. So the southbound lanes between State Roads 13 and 38 way backed up, about a 3-mile backup. This is a live picture from Skycam 6. We'll keep following this, but again, southbound I-69 in Madison County is backed up.
18 first at the same location.
Just in time for Halloween, a pumpkin of monstrous proportions. Today, a Beech Grove woman received a gigantic gift from her father, a 165-pound pumpkin. Lynette Hardwick is known for carving creative pumpkins like those. Each year, her father, Richard Shaw, supplies the canvas for her masterpieces. He says Lynette asked for a big pumpkin, and this year, she got one. He really delivered. The very thought of moving this giant jack-o'-lantern would scare most of us, but not Dad.
Well, we're less brute force.
This 165-pound pumpkin was grown from the seed of a pumpkin that weighed 81 pounds.
Hope they like pumpkin pie because they're going to have a lot of it after that one's done.
A lot of filling, and hopefully a lot to fill us up this weekend weather-wise, Kevin.
Kevin, who's your guest?
Yeah, Pauline.
What's your favorite thing to eat for breakfast? Is it cereal? Yeah. All kids like cereal, I think.
All big kids like cereal, too.
Yeah, it gives you that boost of energy. Pauline, thank you.
Thanks.
Good to have you here.
The state's largest newspaper is looking for full disclosure in the...
Even the world's most powerful software company is not safe from computer hackers. Microsoft says its computer systems have been invaded, and codes for its Windows and Office programs may have been stolen. Microsoft says employee passwords were sent to an email address in St. Petersburg, Russia, giving someone easy access to the system. The system has not been damaged, but Microsoft officials are concerned about the possibility of stolen programs, which could have very damaging consequences.
Someone who's in possession of this code could modify it to perform other functions, for example, stealing information from users' PCs or destroying information on those PCs. They can then distribute that very widely, and no one will be any the wiser as to whether they're using a real Microsoft product or one that's been doctored.
Microsoft calls this a criminal act and vows it will find the culprits.
The Indiana... Not all of it.
It is a county with a budget the size of a small city, but thanks to this vote and Hoosiers willing to risk their money, the bottom line is about to look a whole lot fatter.
Putting jail TV to new use, how one local jail is making television work in its favor.
And a Friday afternoon rush hour nightmare in the afternoon on Interstate 69 north of Indianapolis. An overturned semi has created a 3-mile backup. We'll have a live update coming right up. A poor Indiana county hits the jackpot.
A new riverboat casino also meets Vivi.
6 News has learned an Indianapolis Police Department spokesman is under investigation tonight. It is one of the other stories making headlines today. Internal Affairs is investigating Sergeant Matt Stewart's handling of money for an organization called Master Scholars. 6 News has learned that Stewart may have advanced himself as much as $90,000 before questions were raised about the spending. Stewart has been reassigned pending the outcome of the investigation. Police have arrested a 22-year-old man in connection with the murders of 2 people whose bodies were found in a trash dumpster. Police took Richard Hall into custody at his mother's home in Noblesville. Police say he killed 24-year-old Drew Cataldi and 25-year-old Tricia Nordman. Sexually explicit pictures. That's what led to Robert Harold's resignation as superintendent of Hamilton Southeastern Schools. Harold became the superintendent of that school system this past summer, but resigned in August for violating the district's internet policy. Within the past hour, officials released information that he was viewing sexually explicit material on a school computer.
Marion County.
The Justice Files needs help in tracking down a convicted robber accused of violating his probation. He is 20-year-old Anthony Pinner. Police say he has violated his probation by failing to report to his parole officer, not attending GED classes, and failing to maintain full-time employment. His last known address was on Sedgwick Way in Indianapolis. If you have any information, call Crime Stoppers at 262-TIPS or 1-800-92-ALERT. You can remain anonymous and you could be eligible for a reward.
Indiana doctors are keeping a very close eye on research that's being done at Duke University Medical Center.
That is where scientists are engineering blood vessels in the laboratory. Medical reporter Stacia Matthews explains with more on this cutting-edge technology.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of exciting. In the past few, within the next 2 decades. So this is really fascinating, isn't it?
Thank you, Stacia.
Great pioneering effort.
A major traffic tie-up is snarling the evening commute.
I'm Christine Drury.
For the last several hours, drivers headed southbound on Interstate 69 have run into a big problem in Madison County. Christine Drury is live in Skycam 6 with the latest.
Hey, live in Skycam 6 News.
Thank you, Christine.
Well, a big night in football, big night for soccer for my son's playing North Central High School men's soccer team playing in the state finals tomorrow. So Willis and all the other players, we wish them good luck. But there's a big game of the year in 4A
it's Friday
football.
night.
I know.
Biggest game of the year in Class 4A. And Friday night football means Ed Sorensen is going to tell us who's playing and what's at stake.
Live in Plainfield, Ed.
Diane, I knew you'd manage to work that in. More live from Plainfield to get you ready for the Quakers and the Irish coming your way at 6:25. And now the Ed Sorensen reporting for Friday Night Football. Kent, Diane, back to you.
Okay, exciting night ahead. Thanks, Ed.
It is October 27th. I heard an air conditioner whirring in my neighborhood today, Kevin. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it'll be heat, but weather will return. You have to say that slowly.
Very
Wetter
slowly.
weather.
A morning low of 37. What are we going to do?
You're on your own, young man.
Thanks, Kev.
Well, it is a high school prank that has left 1 student suspended and several others headed for the doctor's office. We'll tell you what it is. That's all new at 6 o'clock.
And next, an acne product. It's causing problems that could be dangerous for young people. We'll tell you about that in a moment. For many adolescents, crossing the threshold into the teenage years also means dealing with acne.
But one medication.
6 News.
We have much more for you on 6 News at 6 o'clock tonight, including the investigation of one of Indianapolis Police's most recognizable officers.
And good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. Clyde has the night off. What may have started as a prank has left 1 student suspended and parents of the victims demanding more punishment.
That is our big story tonight. School officials in Hendricks County say 1 student used water from a toilet to fill the drinking bottles of some athletes at the school. Sarah Frayden has the story from Danville High School.
Take that chance.
That report comes from Sarah Frayden. Danville High School is looking into ways to keep this from happening again. One of the possibilities under consideration, making each student responsible for their own water bottles.
A Hamilton criminal charges.
He is one of the most high-profile officers in the Indianapolis Police Department. Now, Sergeant Matt Stewart is being investigated by his colleagues after allegations Stewart mishandled money from a not-for-profit organization that he helped found. Jack Reinhardt is live at police headquarters with more. Jack?
Well, Ken, Sergeant Matt Stewart, Jack Reinhardt, 6 News.
In addition to money from ticket sales, Masters Scholars Incorporated relies on donations from corporations and citizens. Police pulled a body from Fall Creek on the city's northeast side this afternoon. Not much information is available at this time. A person walking by spotted the body just west of Emerson Way just before 4 o'clock this afternoon. Police say it looks like the body had been in the water for some time.
There's an argument that resulted in the shootings.
One person is dead after an apartment fire on the city's south side. It broke out at around 8:30 last night at the Green Tree Apartments near Stop 11 and Madison Avenue. Investigators still have not identified the victim. They say the fire likely started while the victim was cooking. Investigators say the apartment did have a working smoke detector. They believe the victim may have turned it off.
18th Department in Franklin.
A huge traffic mess to tell you about this evening. A wreck involving a semi has shut down southbound Interstate 69 in Madison County all afternoon long and now into the evening. Christine Drury is live in Skycam 6 with the latest for us. Christine?
I'm Christine Drury, 6 News.
Thank you, Christine.
Indianapolis police tried something new today in their battle against crime.
In a way, they're raking it up. Cy Jenkins is live now with an explanation for us. Cy?
Well, Ken, it's a 6 News.
IPD officials say they plan to do the same kind of cleanup in other neighborhoods as well.
On the campaign,
Too, with temperatures in the upper 60s Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Have a good weekend.
You too.
I'll say that again tonight at 10 and 11. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay.
And you'll mean it too. Thank you, Kevin. Well, if you're heading out this evening, this could start your weekend off rather badly. There's a traffic situation on Interstate 69 that's causing a whole lot of problems and has all day long. It's in Madison County, Interstate 69. This is a semi that was carrying chemicals. It overturned, and that caused a shutdown between State Roads 13 and 38. Now, when you shut down an interstate, you know what happens. The southbound lanes are backed up because those are the lanes affected by the trucks overturning. Southbound 69 between State Roads 13 and 38 backed up, diverted at Pendleton. But what it means is until about 8 or 9 o'clock tonight, it's going to be very, very slow going southbound on 69 and the northbound traffic being affected because people, as they do, are gawking at the accident. So if you can avoid Interstate 69 in the Madison County area, do so. These are live pictures from Skycam, and it's not getting any better as the evening wears on.
Thousand.com.
Nice story.
Thanks.
It's a blue ribbon night for sports. Ed Sorensen is live at Plainfield High School.
Well, I got some company, too.
I like Peyton.
And Friday Night Football live from Plainfield, 11:20. Back to you.
Okay, thanks a lot, Ed. And breaking news from the West Side. Police are on the scene of a shooting. We'll have the latest for you coming up tonight at 10 and 11 o'clock.
World News Tonight is coming up next. Thank you for joining us, and have a terrific Friday night.
Good night.